But our brethren, the Dwemer, scorned the Daedra, etc., etc., I did not get to read. Can't see the moon's out. It's a cloudy night. Just a little bit of snowfall. Let's see what the potentially crippled Amand Motier has to say. That would be really funny if I came down here and they were both like laying on the ground. Or like hunched over. On a knee, I should say. I bet if I boxed them they would be. The oh so dangerous female wood elf boxer. Alright. I believe that those bones hurt. I believe that he was down here. Yes.
By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked.
The Night Mother heard your pleas, Motier. You have opened the door to darkness, little man. Remain silent.
Right then. You prefer to listen, is that it?
I am the listener.
Well, you must represent the Dark Brotherhood. I certainly wasn't expecting anyone else. So, I'll cut right to the chase. I would like to arrange a contract. Several, actually. I dare say the most important work your organization has had in, well, centuries.
Go on.
As I said, I want you to kill several people. You'll find the targets as well as their manners of elimination quite varied. I'm sure someone of your disposition will probably even find it enjoyable. But you should know that these killings are but a means to an end, for they pave the way to the most important target. The real reason I'm speaking with a cutthroat in the bowels of this detestable crypt, for I seek the assassination of the Emperor.
Whoa, doggy. Leaders rise and fall. Business is business. You want us to kill the Emperor of Tamriel? I'm going to remain silent.
It's a shocking request, I know, but it is inside the purview of what you Dark Brotherhood types do, isn't it? If history is to be believed, you must understand. So much has led to this day. So much planning and maneuvering. Now you're here, as if the very stars have finally aligned. But I digress. Here, let me give you these. They are to be delivered to your superior. Rexus. The items.
Rexus doesn't have anything on him, my friend. He had a sealed letter to give to me, but guess what?
Rexus will now give you two. The sealed letter will explain everything that needs to be done. The amulet is quite valuable. You can use it to pay for any and all expenses.
Whoa. The amulet? So what did he give me? He said amulet. Jeweled amulet. 1,000. Okay, so that's the other thing I stole off Rexus's body. Probably without even really noticing it. And I think I already read the letter. Maybe I didn't. Most esteemed overseer, as was already communicated to your subordinate, I wish to hire your organization for some delicate ambassadorial work. All of this, of course, would culminate in a historic meeting with the leader himself. In order to secure an audience with the leader, some secondary meetings must first take place. They have been outlined below. You must attend the upcoming wedding at the Temple of the Divines in Solitude. The bride must be given a gift she will never forget. One that will get all of Solitude to talking, and which will undoubtedly reach the ears of the leader himself. Okay, so they're outlining things that I assume I'm going to have to go through to become an ambassador, to get close enough to the Emperor, who they refer to here as the leader, to be able to assassinate him directly. At least I assume all that. Number 2, a certain high-ranking military officer permanently stationed in Skyrim is responsible for securing the leader's safety, should he choose to schedule a visit. When this officer learns of the leader's journey, he will begin the necessary security arrangements. You must learn this officer's plans and meet with his people to ensure appropriate security for your eventual audience with the leader. 3. Several months ago, the leader planned a visit to Skyrim that was cancelled unexpectedly. In that time, a world-renowned chef was contacted and brought to Skyrim in order to prepare a lavish meal. That chef remains in Skyrim on the retainer. You must meet with him and convince him that it would be your honor to cook for the leader in his place. Wow, that sounds really odd. they should put convince in quotes. You should convince the chef to get lost. I realize these instructions are a bit non-specific and do apologize, but I feel the vagueness is necessary to ensure security. Surely an organization as esteemed as your own has the means and resources to obtain all the essential information before each meeting can take place. Kind of interesting that the Night Mother, I can't say brokered this deal, but I don't know, like somehow the Dark Brotherhood without the Night Mother, without a listener, without a speaker, is able to find contracts through, I guess, the Black Sacrament. I don't necessarily understand how that works, because I thought the Black Sacrament notified the Night Mother, who then spoke to a listener, who then talked to a speaker, who then decided which sanctuary was going to get the contract. But with Mary, we didn't have a listener, we didn't have a speaker, we didn't have any of that, and we still somehow found somebody that had done the Black Sacrament. So interesting that the Night Mother takes a specific interest in this contract, some kind of destiny the Night Mother wants to fulfill, I'm sure, to ensure that the Emperor dies. Alright, last paragraph. When the final part of our arrangement has been carried out, that is, when you have secured an audience with the leader himself and brought such business to a close, I will contact you about final payment. Most sincerely, a friend. And poor Rexus didn't have that stuff because I actually pickpocketed it off of his unconscious body after messing both of them up to a degree that would just totally put their life on tilt. Of course, it wouldn't outright kill them because they are magical divine beings of storytelling. Alright, I guess I can just quick travel right back to the sanctuary and see what my brothers and sisters have to say about this recent development. I have a feeling Astrid's going to look like a deer in the headlights. She's going to wide-eyed and slack-jawed. She's probably going to repeat a couple times just the word Emperor. Not know what to say. Sure, she's a leader. But as was seen when provided the information that Cicero's not a traitor and that the Night Mother spoke to me, she pretty quickly lost her wits. She pretty quickly lost her calm, her cool. Of all the automatons, I always read the one that just doesn't catch my loading screen. Wow, I guess I probably could have cut these loading screens out. That's a lot of screen time dedicated to blackness and fog. Matter of fact, I guess I could probably start doing that all the time.
You're back. Good. Alright, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want?
Motier wants us to kill the Emperor.
You're joking.
I knew you wouldn't believe. Show Astrid the amulet and sealed letter.
What's this?
The letter explains it all. The amulet is for expenses.
By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago.
Surely the Night Mother wouldn't misdirect us.
No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us...
Something you can't handle. So we'll accept the contract?
You're damn right we'll accept it. If
Wow.
we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries.
That kind of
You think
surprises
I'd
me.
abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence. A private operator. Works out of the Ratway.
He's actually not a
Give me a
fence.
letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delve and Mallory
letter
and
of
the
credit.
Dark Brotherhood have
History.
He can be trusted.
I kind of know that I can trust him, and he will trust me because I'm his guild leader.
Sister.
And this probably is not going to net me any kind of benefit, but I'm going to run very quickly over to Nazir
Severed head I find most impressive.
just to see.
Will there ever come a time when the people of Skyrim no longer need our services?
I think not.
I think not.
Are there any more contracts
There
available?
are indeed.
Sweet.
3 to be exact. There's Deacus, a shipwreck scavenger.
He's probably an Aragonian.
Joe, a traveling caravaner.
He
and
sounds like an
Honoria,
orc.
a hunter.
And she sounds like a wood elf. Tell me about
He's
Deacus.
an Argonian layabout. Likes to scavenge shipwrecks. My guess is he'll run if threatened. Or swim, if given the chance.
Tell me about Honoriath.
The wood elf may run a stall in the city.
I'm
but
2
he
for
shoots
2 so
the
far.
plains outside Whiterun to hunt. Kill him there, and no one.
Oh,
knows
wow.
where he is.
Okay, I actually know who he's talking about. Marandru Joe. Actually, that might be like a Khajiit or an Aragonian. I'm going to stick
He's
with
an
Orc.
accomplished wizard,
A wizard.
and locating him may be challenging as he travels with the caravans.
Huh. Travels with the caravans. Yeah, that's going to be a Khajiit. The Khajiit caravans. Any advice on my
You
current
may be a
contract?
listener, or you may just be a lunatic who's started hearing voices. Either way, Astrid is still your mistress, not the Night Mother.
Look at Armshorn in the background,
Go
staring
on.
daggers at me as Nazir tells me that I should continue listening to Arjorn's wife. Alright, so I've got 3 new contracts. I've got a, I don't know, I guess a main quest. It feels like a side quest because it's so trivial. I've got a quest to go speak to a member of the Thieves Guild to appraise the amulet. I want to go do some killing first, I think. Let me look at the locations once I get outside here and see what's closest. Not that distance really matters since I can fast travel, but I don't know. Call it my OCD, my obsessive compulsivity, that makes me want to do things closest and then in sequential order of lowest to highest distance. I hear the music. Where's the world? There's the world. Location, location, location. First, quest, quest, quest. Okay, so that tick is going to be for Riften for getting the amulet appraised. And the other ticks are here, the wood elf. Here, the traveling wizard. And whoop, way up there, the Argonian. Okay, so that's where the caravan happens to be. He will probably not be anywhere near this watchtower by the time I get over there. But I will pull my map up once I get there, and I might be close enough to him to just run it, or I might just have to fast travel somewhere near where he's going. I'll at least know his direction once I get there. Hopefully he won't just be crazy far gone. Game time passes whenever you fast travel, so that's why I'm talking as though he's not going to be there, because he's traveling, and as game time passes, he makes leeway. He gets somewhere. That somewhere is not necessarily going to be right next to where he just was. Yeah, he's closer to Whiterun. He's actually probably going to be in one of these little tents right outside of Whiterun. There are a bunch of Khajiit traders who, I suppose they probably go to multiple towns, but I've only ever seen them in front of Whiterun. And they're not always there. I'll probably have timing perfect for you to see their little tents and whatnot. But a lot of times they're out on the road, just like that marker just indicated. And they're not Not